this episode right here is very decent. It's very subpar. I'm gonna say it. I think some parts of this episode is good, but the other half of this episode is really just not that good looking. I think like the beasts, the animals, they look very ass. I'm gonna say it. They do not look that good. It's very surprising to me the stark differences with the animals in this game. I mean with the summons in this game. I mean not in this game in the anime. I keep thinking this is a game because every time I see a summoner like this guy right here, I think of Pokemon. And the fact that he used a dog versus actual like a dog against an actual big bird, and they just get instantly one shot. Like this guy is still nowhere close to be able to defeat this bird. I think like he definitely gonna defeat it next episode somehow. I don't know how, but he's definitely gonna have to be able to. And the fact that like he actually got the courage to beat a guy like this because I believe this is his first encounter with the monster, which is a long time coming. I'm actually surprised he hasn't even fought a D rank or a climb or anything like that. He's just pretty much been content with the grind. He hasn't really had any actual risk or been truly like elevating his game. He kind of just been going it slowly at a time. It's very wild to me how seeing how Alan he's okay as a character, but I did like this episode as it actually enables him to like actually take uh be a part of his family, actually be responsible after Rodin. I don't know however you say his name, but the fact that like I was surprised like that he almost died. I thought for sure like I genuinely thought for sure this guy right here was gonna die because it would have been I would have been so interested had this guy died, right. Alan would these people would have been like these two people would have been screwed. I think like it would have been such an interesting if Rodin had died and this guy actually has like a revenge kind of thing or like a vendetta against that boar and say the boar lived and this guy spends his life trying to get stronger to defeat to defeat said boar for revenge. I think that probably would have been a stronger motivation. Like the motivation right here is good enough, but I feel like that part would have been more stronger and more suitable for the title Hell Mode because again Hell mode, I just don't think it. I just don't think it gets the anime correct right. Yeah, like you're grinding, but like so far, his stats are actually not that bad. Considering that it's Hell mode, his stats is not that bad. Like the fact that he was able to content with someone like Krena to the point where his sword mastery had level 3. Like he's been doing fairly decent. I guess someone like Krenna, who is a sword lord or a sword master, whatever you want to call it. The fact that he been doing pretty decent, and the fact that like everyone started to notice how strong and how durable he is, I think like Helmo doesn't really exactly do it justice. Like he's doing pretty damn well. Like I do think that his monsters are still not good. They're more so like support monsters. They give him really good buffs, but like the monsters themselves, they're pretty pathetic. But I will say, I really do like that that not only had he gone to uh create new monsters, the fact that he actually creates like really silly stuff like an actual apple. The fact that like you have the cute little design, and obviously he's not made for funny. That is very clear. And the fact that like pretty much all of his monsters are not built for fighting. They're pretty weak. They're mainly just made for him to buff himself. But otherwise, it is crazy to me that not only that, the fact that like that the mom is pregnant again, that is absolutely crazy to me. I am actually surprised that the fact that she is pregnant and the fact that like you have Alan, the little brother, and the upcoming baby. The fact that like they've been pumping out babies left and right. Like I know pregnancy, you know you can have how many kids you want, but the fact that they've been going lightning speed with the amount of pregnancies. Like again, this is what like only episode 3. Yeah, only episode 3, and she's pregnant again. Like she was pregnant. She was pregnant last episode, gave birth. Then she gave birth. Then she's pregnant again the next episode. Like I wouldn't be surprised if she gave birth if she had another baby the following couple episodes. Like it is crazy to me seeing how fast the progression of this family is, but at the same time, it is very wholesome to see that just means that they're a very tight knit family, and it does mean that Alan's definitely gonna have to step up because there's gonna be more mouths to feed and more people to defend. I think Alan as a character is starting to become more interesting. I think I do still have some qualms with the episode, like I said, with the design and the motivation. I personally would have liked it for it to be a little bit more darker than what we got displayed in the episode. Like, cause like it just wasn't the most grim episode for something called Hell Mode. Again, it was just very safe and predictable. Unfortunately, and like again, this I am glad this is the motivation that Alan needs right here, but the fact that like it is crazy to me that like they're all gonna be safe. There's no real consequences. Like there's no real consequences for Alan. And not only that, I do like that Alan has his whole character arc, but I do wish he had more relationship, more actual interaction with other people besides adults. Because the only kid that he actually talked to, and not even to that much, is Krena. But we barely see him talk that much to Krena in general. Even in the past 3 episodes, all of them he barely talks to, and it's very surprising to me that he really doesn't care about anyone besides his family, which is very surprising to me. Like again, he's just been treating this like a game, but now he's finally taking it seriously, and I think he actually just start caring about the people he cares about besides his family, like Krena and the others. I'm really curious to see how this guy actually evolved because you do see the time skip where you see him actually become an adult. Well, not an adult, but more like this, like more like to the point where he's actually finding. I'm assuming this guy is royalty, but the more like where he's actually more mature and more outgoing, if more what I'm trying to say. And I'm very curious to see this version of Alan. I'm very curious how to see how he turns out because this version of Alan is way more impressive to me than the current Alan we have. But I know we have to make the lead up to that, the progression to that. But I'm very curious to see how at current Allen become into this. I'm very curious to see how that turns out. But regardless, I think this episode was okay. It wasn't the best, but it was decent. I think it was okay. But let me know what you think of this episode as a whole, and I'll see you guys